the Comics family. Come and join us as we take a look at what we bought on New Comic Book Day for Wednesday, the 31st of January.
You sure?
Yes, I can.
A little bit stumbled down.
Oh, don't. I'm tired. Shush.
It has been a long week, yet again.
Yeah, every week's a long week.
Yeah, it's the joys of being parents of small children.
Yes. And we also had a party last night, so had a late night. But child-free day-in, so yay.
Party people, yeah. They're not party people, I'll take that right. But, get to the subject at hand. Why not grab yourself a coffee, ready up some snacks, and join us as we dive into what we bought this week.
So, do you want to kick off with your
I'll kick off with my
larger pile, as usual?
I'll kick off with my books, the new books from the week, before I get into what else I may or may not have bought. And we've got book 2 of Avengers Twilight. Obviously, this is the series of an old Captain America reforming the Defenders to take on a very corrupt set of Avengers.
Okay.
And that's the best synopsis I can give you.
No glittery blade this week.
No Scotty Young this week, believe it or not.
Twinkle blade.
Carrying on with Spine Tingling Spider-Man.
That is a cool cover.
That is a cool cover. I do like this cover.
That is nice.
I can't remember who the cover artist was. I did look it up, but I've slipped since then.
That's a little bit different, but it's quite cool.
This one I really like. She does not really like.
It's creepy.
I think it's awesome.
Like it.
And that is Spider-Boy number 3, cover A.
That's scary.
Let us know in the comments. Is this a cool cover or is it terrifying?
I'm not saying it's not cool. I admit that it's quite cool, but it's bloody creepy. It's like.
If anything should scare you, it should be this next book because it's from the psychopath himself. Carnage number 3. Again, it's another good series. But now you've got old Cletus with new Cletus. And they're about to clash.
How are they?
I don't know. But
Cletuses?
the Cletus that Carnage birthed
Cletuses
has found an old Cletus in the sewers. Or like the underground railway bits.
Okay.
Where he's sitting up on a frame of corpses.
Okay.
And then, because it's just got to be one of the breakout books from last year, carrying on with World Tree number 7. Obviously, this is leading into a new arc.
No naked serial killer on the cover of this one.
She's not been around since the end of issue 5.
Alright.
So issue 6. I don't really want to go.
Okay.
And just spoilers in that. Issue 6 started a new arc.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that's actually quite a small pile for you.
Just not well.
Of like new books.
This week's going to be even smaller.
Yes. Having looked forward to what's coming out on the 7th? 7th of Feb. Yeah, we've got a really short pull list for the 7th of Feb.
Yeah, we have got
a
terribly short pull list.
A cheap week, thankfully. Especially because you're on middle shift, so all being well, and barring Dad breaking another hip, I will be going and getting the books myself, so there's going to be significantly less bin dipping opportunities to bump up how much we're spending.
I kind of made up for it this week, so
yeah.
I did do a bit. I mean, in my defence, my bin dipping this week has paid off, which you will find out about soon.
Yes, but there's one more book in your pile that we've kind of got for Little Miss. If you have seen our keys of the week, you will know that I was a little bit like on the fence of getting this book.
And it's coming from one of her favourite artists.
And I massively debated which cover to get because I
did not
liked all 3 that Jamie had.
The main one that you were looking at, I preferred it in Virgin variant.
Yeah, so I liked the A cover. There was 2 other covers. One was just a really pretty artsy cover. Excuse me, I'm getting hiccups. And then there was the cover by David Nakayama. So that is the one that we did.
That is the one that we opted for, and this obviously is for Little Mrs. Pile, which is not that big.
No, neither's she.
So that makes sense. It's like, do I fight it? Is it going to Mrs. Pile or is it going to Mummy's Pile?
I might have a read of this though, to be fair.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Little Miss does quite like Stitch at the moment. Obviously, Stitch has had something of a resurgence in...
He has had a resurgence.
Like, clothing and stuff. Everywhere you go, like, there's kids' clothes with Stitch on them. at the moment. I don't know whether they're planning a new film or there's something going on. But there's definitely been a bit of a Stitch resurgence in the last few months, and Little Miss is loving it.
Knowing Disney, someone has decided they're going to try and do a live action.
Yeah, no, I really hope not.
Well,
I don't like the live action of their animated classics.
I don't like the way they do live actions, no.
Like, live action, slightly different retelling of stories, I can kind of get on board with. Like, there's been a few, like, Cinderella story.
Oh, the novels?
A Cinderella story. I liked the Hilary Duff one.
Oh, okay.
But, because that's like a modern retelling of Cinderella. But the actual Disney live action remakes of their animated classics, I'm just like, I started trying to watch the Beauty and the Beast one, I think. Well, I've been on the plane coming back from our honeymoon or something. I put it on and I know the words so well to the opening song that I was like singing along in my head, and it was different. It was different and I did not like it, and I have not watched it since. I turned it off. And that was it. And I refused to watch any of the live action remakes now. It made me unhappy.
That's because they're ridiculous. But
It made me unhappy.
sticking with what we're actually
But yes, moving on to things that aren't live action remakes. So I picked up number 5 of Avengers Inc.
I really like this cover.
I haven't actually started reading this series, unsurprisingly.
I've only read the first issue. I will catch up.
Yes, I haven't even read the first issue. I was the one that was really intrigued by it, and I haven't actually started reading it yet. But yeah, I got that one. There were the only variant I think that they had of that.
It's
was
part of the Wolverines,
and it was a nice cover. It was like the Wolverine, the Thanos Infinity Gauntlet,
and then it's
with Wolverine and different. Yeah, it was a really nice cover. But I hate the fact that it's on an Avengers book. There is enough X-Men stuff out there. There are so many X-Men books. Like, at the moment, like, new X-Men titles. Why put Wolverine on an Avengers book?
Because it's the anniversary, so he's not on just Avengers, he's on everything.
I know, and I don't like that either. Continuing on, I'm grumpy today, clearly. If you saw the Keys of the Week, you will know that I was also discovered that there is a new DC book out, and I was intrigued by that, and it is Trinity, daughter of Wonder Woman, and I really liked that cover. They had one and they put it away for somebody that just wanted the book, didn't mind what cover, and so they swapped it so that I can get this cover.
So thank you, Jamie.
Thank you. Because that is a cool cover. Because obviously you've got the daughter and the outline of the mother, and yeah, I just thought that was really cool. So I'm intrigued to read this and find out a little bit more about Trinity and who she is and what the deal is with her. So yeah, they were literally my only new purchases this week. We did also pick up the previews for Marvel and DC for what. This is a chunky book as well. That is a thick previews. And actually, out of all of those, there was nothing in there that I was excited about.
Nothing. There's the Blood Hunt.
Yeah,
obviously, there's.
I'm slightly intrigued by Blood Hunt. Yeah, I am intrigued. Yeah, pretty much. I'm intrigued. There's books coming out. So this is for April. These are new books that are due out in April. And I was intrigued by Blood Hunt. There's a couple of new things coming out that you're interested in. There's a new Deadpool. There we go.
New Deadpool.
On the back, yes. But pretty much the only things that I was interested out of this for picking up are continuations of series that I've already slated to get.
Right, okay.
Like, not necessarily ones that have started yet, but ones that are coming out like in the next few weeks that are continuing. So I have nothing new out of that chunky book. And DC, again, it tends to be continuations of things I'm already getting, like Harley and Poison Ivy, Birds of Prey, blah, blah, blah. The only new thing in here is the Harley Annual, which is due out. And again, I'm assuming April, maybe May. And DC are already advertising their some of their free comic book day stuff, which, although it says it's for April, I'm pretty sure free comic book day is May. So they've got some bits that they're teasing there for free comic book day.
I want to know, how many of you have been playing this? Because from what I've seen on various YouTube, TikTok and that, it looks like a good game. It does look like a fun game. It looks like very much James Gunn territory,
cool.
Suicide Squad.
Is it on Xbox?
No, it'll be on
PlayStation? Or...
No, if I wanted to get it, it'd be.
Oh, it's a.
It's not. It's console, but it won't be the old generation consoles like we've got.
It'll be like PlayStation 5 and
Xbox One,
what's the new...
XS. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't care.
But yeah.
Just don't tell little man that there's a new generation of consoles out, because he'll be screaming and shouting until we get him one.
Yes, he has discovered consoles. He is 5, and unfortunately, he has definitely discovered consoles. Somebody downloaded a game for him, little man, not him. Although I'm pretty sure he's as excited.
It's for both of us.
It is.
Well,
like a proper
gone off and left me behind though.
Old school
2D
90s graphics Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game.
Plays the same as like Streets of Rage.
He's loving it at the moment, little man.
He is loving it.
But he then then he dies, and then he's like, "Mommy, help me!" I'm like,
and then she shouts on me.
Yeah, because my thumb starts to hurt after a while, because it's a bit of a button basher.
It is a button basher.
It is a button basher. And my thumbs aren't used to button bashing these days, so my thumb was starting to get a little bit sore. But I have discovered you can play as April. And I think I played better playing as April, partly because I could tell who I was. Because when you're playing as the Turtles, it's really easy to forget which one you are.
What?
I find that I'm not necessarily looking at their tiny little eye masks to remember who I am. Whereas if I'm the human surrounded by turtles, it's easier for me to remember which one I am.
Yeah, and if anyone wants to know what the game is, it's Shredder's Revenge. And it's on Games Pass. It's free. So it is a fun little game.
It is a fun little game, and it's pretty kid friendly.
It is, yeah.
You know, it's not any like I said.
Person multiplayer, which is good.
Yes, it's 6-person multiplayer, and you know, it's a button basher, so you don't need to remember like shot rotations and different buttons and, you know, to do all your different moves. It's literally like spam X to attack, smack Y every now and then to get your special attack. You know, it's pretty straightforward controls for little kids.
Forget that. Let's get back to why we're here.
Comic books. That's what we were doing. Yes.
My other excess spending, which I didn't spend that much more.
That much.
Anywho. So first out, and I'm going to ask you for help here, if you can hold.
Oh dear.
What's been oh dear? I apologise, these are still sticky.
Oh, so you want me to touch the sticky bit?
Oh, you take those two. Oh, that all gone. So, I managed to pick up the set of
They smell.
Falcon. Yes, I'm going to change them soon. Very soon. The Falcon's first solo series is a 4-part minis. So I was very happy to get that. I think I paid £12 for that in total. So that was a good little find. Falcon's first solo. He's still not a massive character, is he? Even as Captain America, I don't feel people really give him the credit he deserves.
He's probably a little bit more popular now with the films and what have you, and the Falcon and Winter Soldier TV series and what have you.
Yeah. This one really intrigued me. This was more of a purchase to read. It is only a £3.50 book, and it is, what if the Beast and the Thing continue to mutate, and there's a plus story of what if the Silver Surfer became Norman Rad again? So, loses his powers and becomes the man he was. Or the alien man he was. But yeah, I've always wondered what would happen if these two kept going. How extreme could they be? This one...
pile of rubble.
And a big furball.
Yeah.
Yeah, a big blue furball. See, We found out yesterday the beast is actually supposed to be black, but because of the inking issues and that, obviously black.
Yes.
You can't shadow black, so you shadow black with deep blue. But people picked up on the blue, and as years went by, they just went, "Fuck it, he's blue."
There you go.
And
Learned
then
something new today.
stick it. I feel like saying the piss. Yeah,
No, I assumed he was always meant to be blue.
Sticking with the Women of Power from last week, we've got a sensational She-Hulk #1. This was the second solo series from 1989. This is the one that had the very controversial John Byrne cover. I think it was issue 14, where she's naked.
Oh.
Part of a newspaper.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if I've shown you that cover before. Probably
I don't think you have. You know, she has a tendency to be a little bit skimpy.
She does.
In the clothing department. But then again, she's like 7 foot tall, so things that fit her in her like normal little 5 foot nothing gen frame do become quite skimpy and
ripped. Yeah. And then on Whatnot, I think I paid £10 for these.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's £10 for the full set of Nightwing's first solo series. Right. Again, I like Nightwing as a character. I think this is the first issue where he changes into the more modern suit that he's got, rather than his golden boy bollocks that he's got here. But yeah, I thought that was a nice little purchase. Full set. I might give them a read. So
that's the original Robin.
that's Dick Grayson, yes. Dick in all his glory. And then,
Really?
I think it was either last week or the week before, I bought the Blue Beetle issue 4 or 5 variant cover, and I found this variant cover that goes alongside it, but this is from issue 2, and this was the Blood Scarabs Blue Beetle issue. I just really like that cover. So
That is a nice
purely
cover.
a cover lover purchase.
Yeah, that
To
is
go
nice
with-
cover art.
That is nice cover art. I don't know who that artist is. Adrian Gutierrez and Luis Guerrero. Thank you, DC, for letting me know. And then carrying on with the female Ghost Riders, I managed to find what if Barbara Ketch had become a Ghost Rider.
I assume she's related to Danny somehow.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's not his wife, so.
Sister?
Again, I have to read it. I read a lot of books. I feel it.
You do read a lot of books.
I do. So that was going to be my extra books of the week. And then, what?
Nothing.
I went out for a coffee with an old friend of mine. And we popped
He
into
was left unattended.
a shop. I only spent £5. So, it's like lunch money comics, if you like. And I got some nice books. These books were 50p a piece. And I don't even know how this one ended up in the pile. I've got highlighting put in there. So, Paul, if that was you, you're a cock. I thank you. It's Robin #2. It was the first appearance of King Snake.
There you
I did
go.
not know, but now
Probably worth more than
it's
50p.
actually the first solo series of Robin, which after I looked it up, so I've now got to find every 4 issues. So whoever did slip that in there, fuck you. I've now got to go and hunt them down.
He now has an itch.
Yeah,
But there you go, a little first appearance there.
I was intrigued by these because they're Mary Shelley Frankenstein style Sabretooths. And he had issues 1 to 3 out of the 4.
Okay.
So, yeah.
You can tell how old this is. Oh no, Starburst. It became Starburst, didn't it? I was going to tell how old it is because it said got an advert for Starburst. I'm like, oh no.
It was open fruits, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was open fruits beforehand and it became Starburst.
But yeah, I'm intrigued with these. These, I think, will be a good read. But for 50p each, I thought, I was hoping to find the 4th one. I couldn't find the 4th one. But because I kept digging, I found something else.
Yes.
This one I found and I thought it could add to your collection. And that was Captain Marvel: The End, #1.
That is quite a cool cover.
Yes.
For 50p, even if it's a cover lover purchase, that's a cool cover.
Yeah, but I don't know, I think that might be a one-shot. But it is the death of Captain Marvel.
I may have a little read.
That's a Black Widow t-shirt.
Yes. Yes, there is a Black Widow t-shirt.
JC Penny. You don't get those here.
No.
Volume 5 of The Runaways, I found another issue that we were missing, so that was just to pick up to fill in gaps, and that was issue number 2. Volume 5.
Who's Gert canoodling with?
It's not Chase, is it? Or is it Chase? Because who's this guy?
That's what I mean. I'm like, what's going on?
Oh, it's Volume 5. Clearly, I haven't read Volume 5. And then I found another Mark Miller book, Super Crooks, issue number 1. And seeing as how well the Mark Miller books are doing currently,
I did glance at that and misread it, and I was like, why is someone called Lentil? And then I realised it was a Lionel. Yeah. I was like, why is someone called Lentil?
But again, like I thought 50p at some point that could be a series.
Yeah, that's
a lot
like
of the Mark Miller stuff
handy.
is getting picked up.
Yeah.
This one just intrigued me, and that was, again, something I hadn't heard of, and it's got that very strange art feel to it. And that's
making my eyes go funny.
Yeah. The Muties, the Changeling number 1.
Yeah, that's making my eyes go funny. Just looking at that.
Even the inside art is weird. Carried on with the crazy.
Seems a bit weird and Dali-esque.
Dali-esque.
Yeah, Salvador Dali. Weird, like melty and just. Bleh.
Which is obviously the way they've gone with it.
Yeah.
Another one. I purely picked this up because obviously DC is going to be the in thing now with James Gunn, and this is I think this is cover B for The Losers. Issue 1. Again, it's really nice condition. At 50p, you can't go wrong. I could really make money off that on eBay. Now, this one is dirty.
It's very war-y.
Yeah, it's because it's a war book. This one is dirty. It's got a slight spine bend. When I seen this in the box, I nearly shit a brick. I couldn't believe this was in that box. I've been through it. There's no stickers on it. The staples are fine. Nothing's missing. Nothing's cut out.
Looks in pretty good condition.
In very good condition. It's just got that slight, which, if you can press yourself, if you know a decent presser, at some point I want to try pressing.
Imagine it's where it's obviously been slotted in slightly on a skew.
Someone put it in a box without a backing board, so the spines have rolled.
Yeah, it's not even like a roll around the staple. It's literally.
If I was to put that backing board
heavy,
it'd probably get it out. You could probably cold press.
Yeah, I'm like, you could probably just put that underneath something heavy, and it would flatten it back out again.
If you don't know what this is, just from looking at it, and you don't go, how did he find that? Or why was it in there? Then, yeah.
To be fair, I only discovered what it was because it came up on Instagram.
He might have seen it on my Instagram on Friday, yeah.
And I was like, you went for coffee?
I was meant to go for coffee and I forgot, and then after I picked Madden up, I was like, oh yeah, I might text him, see where he is. He was in the gym, so I went for coffee. Nice catch up and a brilliant find. And that was Captain America number 6 from the Out of Time. I think this is volume 5. But this is the first full appearance of Bucky Barnes as the Winter Soldier. So this is a major key.
For 50p.
This book goes between 60 and 250 pounds. Obviously, graded as the higher.
Yeah.
Thingy. So at the minute, I'm like, do I give it a clean? I'm going to give it a clean, obviously, and then send it off for grading. Or do I do you guys a favour and do I make it a giveaway? That's the spine roll I was talking about. It's not that bad.
No, it's literally. I think you could just put that underneath, like
a
heavy box or something. Just put something on it, and that would just
that way.
Press it out.
But yeah,
I think if you
do I help out the community?
If you sent it off and had that graded,
I'll do it clean and press first.
Yeah, but you could get that graded.
That come back in the 9s, I think.
You could probably, you'd make your money back on the cost of getting it graded because you haven't really paid anything for the book. So
No,
it'd literally be 30 quid for the grading, I imagine. And there you go. If it's going for 60 quid raw, not in great condition,
yeah,
you'd easily be able to make your money back on it.
Yeah.
And then some.
And I mean, if anyone is tempted to throw me an offer, I will listen in the state it's in now. But if you're willing to let me clean it, press it, send it off, and then give me an offer, we'll see.
There we go.
But that is it from us for this week's full list.
Yes, we have finally reached the end of the large pile of extra stuff that you got.
Yes. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.
And then come and join us as we take a look at the keys for the 7th of Feb, and then at some point after that date, depending on how the kids go, we will show you what we get.
And see what other gems we might find in the wilds. Yes. Hunting we shall go.
Right. See you next time.
Thanks for watching.